What if I told you that one of the most terrifying hauntings in American history wasn't just a story, but a real-life nightmare witnessed by hundreds? A vengeful spirit, a tormented family, and a death shrouded in mystery. The Bell Witch haunting isn't just a legend, it's a chilling reality that still haunts Tennessee to this day. And the scariest part? Some say she never really left. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might just hear the whispers yourself. It starts with a whisper, a voice in the dark, murmuring your name when no one is there, a shadow moving just outside your vision. Imagine waking up to the sound of heavy footsteps, pacing at the foot of your bed. This is not just any ghost story. This is the Bell Witch haunting, one of the most terrifying and documented cases of supernatural torment in American history. The year is 1817. The place, Robertson County, Tennessee. The Bell family, John Bell, his wife Lucy, and their children lived a peaceful life on their farm. That is, until the whispers began. It started small, tapping on the walls at night, unexplainable noises. Then the voices came, whispering in the darkness, taunting, laughing, calling out their names. At first, they dismissed it as imagination, but soon it became undeniable. Something was in their house. Something was watching them. Then came the attacks. The youngest daughter, Betsy Bell, was the primary victim. Invisible hands slapped her face, pulled her hair, and left red welts on her skin. She would wake up screaming, her body bruised by something unseen. The entity whispered threats in her ear, laughing cruelly. But it wasn't just Betsy. The entire Bell family began experiencing strange encounters. Objects moved on their own, things flew across rooms, and a dark figure appeared at the foot of their beds. They could hear it breathing, snarling, its presence thick with malice. News of the Bell Witch spread through Tennessee. People came from miles away to witness the haunting. Even General Andrew Jackson, who would later become president, was said to have visited the Bell farm. According to legend, as he and his men approached, their wagon suddenly stopped. No matter how hard they urged the horses forward, the wheels wouldn't turn. Then, an eerie voice rang out, "You may go no further." Jackson, a hardened military man, ordered his men to leave immediately. The entity called itself Kate. It claimed to be the spirit of a woman who had unfinished business with the Bells. But why? Some say John Bell had wronged her, and this was her revenge. Others believe it was something darker, an ancient evil feeding off their fear. Whatever it was, it had a singular goal: to destroy John Bell. John Bell's health deteriorated. He suffered from violent seizures, his body racked with pain. The entity taunted him, whispering, laughing at his suffering. Then, on December 20th, 1820, he was found dead in his bed. A mysterious vial of black liquid was discovered nearby. The spirit claimed responsibility, laughing maniacally. "I gave old Jack a big dose of that last night." When they tested the liquid on a cat, it died instantly. They threw the vial into the fire, and it burst into blue flames. Even after John Bell's death, the entity lingered. It tormented the family, made eerie predictions, some of which came true. Then, as suddenly as it had arrived, it disappeared. It promised to return in 7 years, and when it did, it found Lucy Bell, John's widow. But this time, it was different. It spoke to her kindly, sharing knowledge of the afterlife, of secrets never meant for human ears. And then, Once again, it vanished. But did it truly leave? Some say the Bell Witch never really disappeared. Even now, if you visit the old Bell Farm, you may hear whispers in the wind, see shadows moving in the trees. The land itself feels cursed, the air heavy with something unseen. Some visitors report hearing a voice, a chilling whisper that asks, "Do you believe?" The Bell Witch remains one of the most terrifying poltergeist hauntings in history. Unlike most ghost stories, this one is not just folklore. It was witnessed by hundreds, documented in detail, and passed down through generations. The entity that haunted the bells was real. Its story continues to send shivers down the spine of all who hear it. But here's the question. Do you believe in the Bell Witch? Or is this just another legend meant to keep us up at night? The next time you hear a whisper in the dark, feel a cold breath against your neck when no one is there, ask yourself, has she returned? And if she has, is she watching you right now?